Hey guys, how's it going? It's 8-Bit Eric. Let me put the hat on for this one. So, it's no secret that supplies for consoles right now, supply shortages are prominent. Basically, everything is sold out. It's going to be a while until you find an Xbox Series X or even a PlayStation 5. This is pretty much a confirmation, and now Microsoft has gone out. The Xbox CFO has confirmed the outlook for supply shortages for their consoles. So before we get into this article, if this is your first time coming to the channel, if you're not subscribed yet, why don't you click the red subscription button down here while I grab a drink of water from my coldest water bottle. It even says it right there. Don't touch it. This keeps your water cold for up to 36 plus hours. It comes in handy when you're trying to drink some more H2O like me. In a nice sturdy metal, hard to beat up container. I do have a promo code. If you use it down below, 8-Bit Eric, you do save some percentage off your order if you buy one off of there. But yeah, they also do a giveaway, so you can enter a free giveaway. Link in description. Enough of that. Let's talk about the Xbox, guys. So this says Microsoft expects Xbox Series X and S supply shortages to continue until April 2021. Wow. I was thinking early, like January, February, but now it's looking like April 2021. And here's a quote. Frankly, gaming is just exploding, Xbox CFO says. So this is from Video Games Chronicle, and this is some information detailing, again, the supply shortages and stuff like that. I know a lot of people are frustrated because they haven't been able to get their next-gen consoles, and this is not looking good, folks. So it says Microsoft expects Xbox Series XS supply shortages to continue until the second calendar quarter of 2021. Xbox Series XS pre-orders went live in September, and initial stock was quickly snapped up, leaving many fans unable to secure one of the new consoles for launch on November 10th. Retailers are expected to sporadically offer limited numbers of Xbox Series X and S consoles for sale as and when they receive new stock, but availability is likely to be few and far between for the foreseeable future. And I actually covered this a while back, even gave my thoughts. I think this is going to be it for a while. Supposedly there's going to be stuff for Black Friday, but the rumor that I heard is stores like Target and them are literally only going to have like 2 Xbox Series X's and 2 PlayStation 5s, and you're going to have to fight for it. The shortage, I don't know if it's pandemic related. I don't know if it was just they don't have enough to keep up. I don't know if the pre-orders were just too much. Who knows? This quote from Tim Stewart, who's the Chief Financial Officer, the CFO, says, I think we'll continue to see supply shortages as we head into the post-holiday quarter. So Microsoft's quarter 3 calendar Q1, Xbox Chief Financial Officer Tim Stewart said at the Jefferies Interactive Entertainment Conference last week, transcribed by Seeking Alpha. He goes on to say, and then we get to quarter 4, all of our supply chain continue to go full speed, heading into the kind of some pre-summer months. And that's where I start to expect to see a little bit of the demand, the supply profile meeting the demand profile. So he's predicting early summer when you start to see these available. So you'll be outside of a holiday window. We'll have supply cranking over the next, 4, 5, 6 months. And that's when I expect to see really that demand profile start to be met, which will be really, really great. So while this isn't extremely bad news, and while this was probably the biggest Xbox console launch ever, to the consumer who doesn't have an Xbox, this is going to be incredibly frustrating. It says just prior to last week's launch, Amazon sent out a wave of emails warning customers who pre-ordered the Xbox Series X that they might not receive the console before Christmas. A few days later, Xbox's Experiences and Platforms boss Liz Hamrin acknowledged a shortage of Xbox Series XS consoles at launch and encouraged those struggling to find one to continue checking retailers. I mean, that's pretty much all they can do is tell the consumers, don't give up, check with your local retailers, which that's sound advice, guys. Check with your retailers. I would probably say maybe even somewhere in December before Christmas, maybe even January, you might be able to get one. Don't give up. So this says, we know that not everyone was able to get an Xbox Series XS immediately and are working tirelessly with our partners around the world to bring as many new consoles to as many of you possible over time, and encourage you to check in with your local retailers directly for more details on availability in your market. So yeah, guys, always check with your retailers. You never know. You never know. Don't give up. It says PlayStation 5 also launched in some territories last week, and Sony's rival consoles in short supply too. In terms of which new console ships more units this holiday season, Xbox boss Phil Spencer believes the victor will be determined by production capacity, as demand for the machines is far outstripping availability. Now here we go. There is an update in the same article. So this could say, Spencer apologized for Xbox Series XS supply shortages during GlitchCon stream this weekend. He said the number one request he gets over and over is, it's so hard to get the consoles right now, and I really apologize for that, he said. I mean, we've been building them for almost 2 months now and trying to get as many into the stores as we can, but the demand is just so high. So they are apologizing. They know that it's tough. But what can we do, guys? What can we do? It says, this was the original story. It said, scalpers are currently seeking to cash in on heavy demand for the new consoles by selling them at extortionate prices on marketplaces like eBay. So I've covered this. And it's frustrating to see how much scalping's going on. It says, I think what we've seen over the last generation and then heading into now is in part of the demand profile. It's frankly, gaming's just exploding, Xbox Stewart told the Jefferies Interactive Entertainment Conference. It's a $200 billion a year industry. So kids, adults, male, female, young, old, whatever it is, are games. And so that drives the demand profile, which we love to see. He also said Microsoft will announce first-party Xbox Series X software pricing in due time, and that it wants Bethesda games to be either first or better or best on Xbox platforms once the company completes its planned acquisition of ZeniMax Media. So there's a little bit of a tidbit on Bethesda there. So yeah, guys, if you're in the market where you still don't have an Xbox Series X, expect the supply shortages to continue. I mean, one of the head honchos at Xbox just outright said it right there that looks like what the window is, and they're not absolutely wrong on that. I've never seen a console launch that was as crazy as this was for both Microsoft and Sony. This is unreal. I think gaming is legitimately bigger than ever. There's more gamers today than there was when I was a kid. I remember I used to get laughed at for playing Super Nintendo or, like Sega Genesis. Like during the 16-bit era, it was still a little bit of too much of a nerdy thing to play video games. And now everywhere you go, video games is in such demand that you can't even find the consoles. You can't even pre-order them properly anymore. You used to be able to walk into a store, get your GameCube by putting down $50 and had no problem. There was no shortages. They never sold out of pre-orders. Now it's like, what's the point? So anyways, guys, I just wanted to share this article with you guys. Hope you have a fantastic day. Thanks a lot for watching as always. I'll see you guys on the next one. Have a good day. Peace out.